Hey guys, welcome to Rodeo Roundup. My name is Todd Hart. I get to be the host of this tonight, which I'm really excited about. It's officially summer, and we're going to kick off this right by introducing our first
I'm
official
really excited about
music
officially
artist.
summer, and we're going to kick off this.
But first, I want to hand it over to RodeoCoin CEO for some words. So, Phil, if you can join us, I'd love for you if you can. I want to make sure you can hear me. So, Phil, can we bring him up on stage? All right, guys, I want to make sure you can hear me. Phil, if you could introduce yourself, give us a background on the project, and then let us know what is tonight all about.
Yeah, hey, thanks, Todd. Thanks for hosting. I'm happy to be here. This is a very exciting moment for me as part of our project and what we're doing moving forward, which I'll talk about. So I'm Phil. I'm the CEO of RodeoCoin, obviously, and you know, I really what this is about today. Um, well, first of all, before I even go into that, I'm humbled, and I have to say that I'm humbled and I'm grateful and thankful for where we are just a short 2 months after launch. Um, I really have no words to describe the community we built, the backing that we have, the people that we have behind us. It's absolutely fantastic. And I just want to really take this moment first to thank everybody. Thank all of our members, all of our users, everyone who follows Rodeo Coin, everyone who believes in us. Thank you guys. It's really truly incredible, and I'm just at a loss of words. So thank you. So yeah, so anyway, moving on. So yeah, I'm really excited about today. Today is kind of part of the path. It's the beginning of phase two of where Rodeo Coin's headed in the future of us, the future of our project. Combining the two worlds for me, right? Where modern technology kind of interacts with real world uses and people and things. And so this is a really exciting moment because this is the beginning of that. And it's something that we've worked really hard for a lot of months to put together. And um, I think that this is going to be a game changer in the DeFi space. And there's so much I want to say about it, and I will go into more detail about it later on. But for now, what I will say is that, we have a very special guest on with us today, and I'll let Todd introduce her in just a minute here. And we partnered up with her, and I'm just excited about introducing her to the world, to our users. And so today is just about fun. Today is just about having a good time and just giving the world a glimpse of where we're headed as where Rodeo Coin is headed, and giving the world a glimpse of our phase two. And we'll talk more about that later on in this broadcast.
So, do you want to explain to people why there's a musical artist coming on? Do you want to talk about that now, or do you want to talk about that later?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and talk about it now. So the Rodeo Coin, as part of our goal and part of what we're doing as a company, is we're partnering with musicians, and we're looking for ways through DeFi to bring musicians on, get them involved, and through Rodeo Coin, we're going to be working with them and promoting them and putting them out there to the world. I do want to talk more about that, but I can't yet. I do have to save, you can see me hesitating. I do have to save the big reveal for another time. We're not quite ready for that, but this is the beginning of our phase two and what we will be doing with musicians and working with musicians through Rodeo Coin.
And just so you know, there are people in the audience upset with you that you're not wearing a cowboy hat today. So I just have to share that with you.
Yeah, it's kind of warm here today, so I felt like this is just a little cooler of a hat.
All right, Phil, thank you so much. So now I get to do something, and I get to be a part of rehearsal, and I got to hear her play. And so I'm going to introduce Adria Castellano. She's going to perform for us, and then I'm going to have an opportunity to do a little Q&A with her. And then she'll be coming in and out playing for us during the event. So, Adria, welcome. It's all you.
Hi, thanks for having me. I'm so excited. Okay. I'm just going to get right into it. That's just kind of what I'm also adjusting some stuff as I'm doing this. Okay. Where did everybody go? Oops, sorry. Okay, here we go. We're back. I'm a little technologically challenged. I'm a songwriter, and I moved to Nashville this year to pursue that dream. And there's a lot more, I guess, I could say, but I would rather just sing you a song that I wrote. This one's called Angel. Angel, my hero, that sweet-talking man was shot down. They told me his body was found, spread like a dove on the ground. Those who had loved him and those who could not still agreed that angel was something to see. His memory is safer with me. Oh, heaven might not take him, but I know he wouldn't care. He's probably dancing with the devil, wearing flowers in his hair. And I know I shouldn't hate them, but oh, it isn't fair. They should be the ones with their ashes in the air. Yeah, they should be the ones with their ashes in the air. I might not have tuned my guitar, sorry. Angel, my hero, that sweet-talking man was shot down. They told me his body was found, spread like a dove on the ground. Oh, heaven might not take him, but I know he wouldn't care. He's probably dancing with the devil, wearing flowers in his hair. And I know I couldn't hate them, but oh, it isn't fair. They should be the ones with their ashes in the air. Yeah, they should be the ones with their ashes in the air. I could ask the heavens why good people die, people who are kinder and worthier than I. But I wouldn't get an answer, just be left to cry, saying they should be the ones with their ashes in the sky. Yeah, they should be the ones with their ashes in the sky. Oh, thank you.
So I just want you to know that if you want to take a second to tune your guitar, feel free to do it.
I do.
But my phone is blowing up, and you have a lot of people that are in love with you.
Oh, gosh.
So yeah. I won't mention any names. I'll protect people's identity. But yeah, my phone is blowing up. It's really awesome. That sounded amazing, and that was an original song, yes?
Oh, yeah. I wrote that song. I wrote that song about a year ago, and it was kind of inspired. This is a little dark, but it was kind of inspired by the George Floyd shooting, the George Floyd event situation, right, and just like all of the violence that was going on at the time. And it's a really strange jump to that song from there, but I guess I was just thinking about the way that we characterize people who are good and bad and villains, and I just imagined this cowboy, misunderstood hero, I guess.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love hearing the stories behind the song and what inspired it, and sometimes you tend to listen to it a little bit differently when you know the story or the context behind it.
right.
So if you don't mind, we're just going to do a little Q&A. I won't. It won't be too difficult. It'll be easy for you. So, how long have you been performing?
I really haven't been performing long, to be honest. I used to have terrible stage fright, and I was very private with my music. So it really started after the first year of quarantine. During quarantine, I lost my job. I was bartending, and I started just putting out YouTube videos of my songs, which was huge for me because I was really shy and I had never had an Instagram or anything like that. So those videos led to me getting an agent, and then the agent started putting me in hotels and restaurants, and that's when I really started performing and learning how to get over it and just enjoy it and get better.
Now, when you first started, were you living in Nashville, or did you move to Nashville to pursue the musical career?
I was in Santa Cruz, actually, or a little place called Moss Landing. And I moved to Nashville 7 months ago. It was a dream of mine, and I finally was able to just make it happen. I packed all my stuff in the car. I drove over. It took me like 10 days. I made some stops, and I slept on an air mattress here for like the first 3 months and figured it out.
And you did this by yourself. You moved by yourself.
I did, yeah.
Oh, good for you. I love that.
Yeah.
What's your earliest musical memory? Is there a moment from when you were young where something just struck you musically and it really just hit your soul, or some sort of experience, or maybe you even saw somebody live that hits you?
That's such a great question. My first concert was Tom Petty, and I remember being hoisted on someone's shoulders and like having my hands in the air and feeling overcome with like excitement and just like this like joy. I don't know if that's my earliest memory of music, but that's one that like stands out in my mind.
Who are your influencers in sort of the music, or influencers? Influencers, I don't know how to say that. In music.
They're kind of all over the place, to be honest. I love Motown and like soul, so Ray Charles and Etta James, Al Green, Otis Redding. I listened to a lot of really old music when I was little, and Johnny Cash is a huge influence for me. Amy Winehouse, Dolly Parton, and then indie artists like modern current artists like Billie Eilish, Regina Spektor, Fiona Apple.
If there was one artist, dead or alive, that you could sit with and do a song with, who would that be?
Oh my God. Oh my goodness, that's such a tough question. Dead or alive, you said?
Dead or alive? Like Jim Morrison. If I could hang out with Jim Morrison, go hang out in the desert and, do whatever Jim Morrison did in the desert back in the day, I would love to do that. But yeah, is there someone that
I would have
you
to
would
say
like?
Johnny Cash probably is my main. He's my main man. My
I love
main
that.
influence. Yeah.
So I'm going to hand it back to you to do a song, and then I think we're going to hand it back over to Phil. So I'll hand it back to you for now.
All right. I think it's a good time to play this song I wrote called Choices. This song is about me wanting to live in Nashville. Before I ever lived there, I had to make this like mental choice to clean up my life and my heart and get it together so I could do that. So this song brought me to Nashville. It also won an award. Kind of cool. I could be a lot like you. I could be cruel. I could be an alcoholic. I could be a lot of fun. I could die young. I did everything I wanted. I could be a rising star. I can work hard. Everybody says I'm special. I don't want them in my head. I could have friends, but I don't want to disappoint them. Ooh, you can do what you like, yeah. Ooh, I'm not gonna waste my life, no. Ooh, pack my world in a suitcase. Ooh, and it's a one-way flight. I could throw my life away a little every day. I'm trying to kick that habit. I can write a damn good song and you can sing along, but you don't get to have it. And I can be cool, I can be free, and I don't need the poison. You have to be you, but I can be me. I've got choices. Ooh, you can do what you like, yeah. Ooh, I'm not gonna waste my life, no. Ooh, pack my world in a suitcase. Ooh, and it's a one-way flight. Save all my cash, get to Nashville City, and I won't look back. And you can't come with me, even if I thought you wanted to. Ooh, there's nothing to compromise, babe. Can't you see that I don't have the time to wait for you? Ooh, you can do what you like, yeah. Ooh, I'm not gonna waste my life, no, no. Pack my world in a suitcase. Ooh, and it's a one-way flight.
I in my head, I'm just saying, damn. That is so good. That is
Thank you so much.
Oh my God, I love it.
That
You're
song,
getting,
that's the one that got me an agent. That song changed my life and helped me move here. It's pretty amazing.
that's a
It
fantastic.
manifested.
Yeah, I love that. That's a great story. A great song. Well done. You're getting a lot of incredible comments in the chat.
Thank you.
Phil, do you have someone else that we're going to talk to tonight, or did they? I don't know if people's schedules changed or not. Like Jordan.
Yeah. So sorry. I think everybody canceled. So
Okay.
we're good.
I'm actually happy for that because I'd rather hear Adria sing. So
Actually works out better. Yeah, I mean, it works out better. Yeah, there was just going to be a guest that came on and talked about where we're headed with our online making purchasing easier and things like that. So we can update the community on that later. So I'm not, making purchase of RodeoCoin easier and things like that. But
yeah,
no updates we can't give later, so we're fine there.
Adria, do you know Free Fallin'? Do you play that by Tom Petty?
I don't know that one, but Witchy Queen Bee likes God's Gonna Cut You Down, and I know that song. I also know Let Me Roll With You Tonight, whatever that song is. Oh, you don't know how it feels, that Tom Petty one.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
There's that.
Someone's saying, yeah, somebody wanted to hear some Tom Petty. If you want to do it, if you're prepared to do it, that'd be awesome.
I am prepared. I have my little app over here. You guys.
Although I just want to hear Bob Dylan. I just want to hear all Bob Dylan and an Amy Winehouse in there for.
Let's see. I love Amy always with Amy. Let me roll with you tonight. I'll take you on a moonlight ride. There's someone I used to see, but he don't give a damn for me. So let's get to the point. Let's roll another joint. Turn the radio loud. I'm too alone to be proud. You don't know how it feels. You don't know how it feels. You don't know how it feels to be me. Oh. People come and people go, and some go and some go cold. Oops. I woke up in between a memory and a dream. So let me get to the point. Let's roll another joint. Turn the radio loud. I'm too alone to be proud. You don't know how it feels. You don't know how it feels. You don't know how it feels to be me. It's been a while with this one, I have to say. This is my favorite verse though. My old man was born to rock. He's still trying to beat the clock. Think of me, what you will. I've got a lot of space to fill. So let's get to the point. Let's roll another joint. Head on down the road. There's somewhere I gotta go. Oh, you don't know how it feels. You don't know how it feels. You don't know how it feels to be me. All right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't even say this, but I have a really bad cut on my finger right now. This is bandaged. Well, whatever.
Oh no.
I'm just playing through the pain here for you guys.
Do you use a pick? Are you using a pick?
I don't use a pick, no.
Oh man.
I don't know. I have such a soft voice that I just find that my fingers kind of work well with the vibe. You know, got that softness. Yeah, the pick really makes the guitar loud, and I'm always like trying to balance that.
Adria, did you learn how to play the guitar during COVID?
No, I didn't learn how to play the guitar then, but I would say it's been a lifelong. I started when I was 15.
Okay.
And it's just it's a tough instrument, and it wasn't really my passion. I just used it for songwriting. So I've really had to work at it. I'll just say that. I'm still working.
Someone's commenting super glue. I know Stevie Ray Vaughan used to super glue his fingers, right? When they would split open.
That is so smart. Yeah, that's the move. Or duct tape, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Phil, do you want to mention anything? I know you're gonna like intersperse between the music to give her a break. Do you want to talk about anything that you guys have coming up? Maybe we can kind of go back and forth between talking about the project and listening to some music.
Well, so about the only thing I really have to kind of update or mention on is the fact that we're coming along pretty good with our phase 2 of development with our members portal. I mean, we are not going to be the people who give dates and timelines. We said that from day one. We're still going to honor that and not do that. But however, it is coming along pretty well. We're inching closer, I would say. So we're excited about the members portal coming out and the features that are going to be in there. I mean, it's just going to be phenomenal, and it's going to be something that it's going to be user friendly and the community is going to love it. And we can't wait for it. So, you know, the team's working really hard at it and doing a fantastic job. So that's really all I have to say. And we'll update when we get closer. I'm sure we'll put out a date like, hey, it's going to come out next week, or, you know, or in a couple days from now. But yeah, we're definitely not going to be the guys who give exact dates.
And did you thank the people at the beginning? I don't know if you did that. I was probably writing notes. I know you had some people you wanted to thank, Reflex for Launchpad, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you know, I did. There's a handful of, I kind of did a general thanks, but I should do a more specific thanks. I do want to thank Reflex. I do want to thank Reflex Finance for their help. And really, I do want to go back and talk about that for a minute. When we launched our project, when we launched RodeoCoin and made the decision to go with Reflex Finance, it was really probably the best decision we ever made. Working with Reflex was incredible. They were extremely helpful in you know, communicating with us on a regular basis. I mean, what a great company, what a great crypto, what a great product they have. And so we're really grateful for them, for having them and what we did with them. They made the whole thing, you know, seamless. I mean, they answered questions and they were there. So a big, huge shout out to Reflex Finance, definitely. And then I think I just kind of mentioned how humbled I am at our growth and to be where we are. You know, I mean, something that I won't talk about often, but you know, we kind of launched this at a unique time. We launched this when, you know, the market was suffering some blows, right? You know, suffering some downs, and, you know, BNB, we're on the PSC, and BNB was taking a little bit of a downturn at the time. And I mean, I can't, I mean, I'm so humbled. We excelled in a down market, and I just can't wait to see what we do when the market turns around, right? And it's already starting its uptrend. But so that's humbling to me. I mean, that's a huge part of it, is our community of holders and users. I have no words. I have no words to thank them for where we are today. It's incredible.
And there was a first investor you wanted to thank?
Yeah, I do. I actually have the very first person that I talked to, aside from our team building, the very first person that I talked to, I'll give him a nickname and I'll call him Grizz. He was the very first person I talked to about our project, and I'll just call him Grizz. And I'd like to thank him because he was the first person to ever put a $1 plus, you know, into Rodeo and into our project. So I do want to send a huge thank you to Grizz. And if it weren't for him believing in us from day one, when we told him what we were going to do, we wouldn't be here. So I'm extremely thankful for that.
And I'm seeing some people in here, the mods, Haley, Winnie. I know you want to shout out to the mods from Telegram.
Yeah, so our mods have been absolutely fantastic. Haley, Winnie the Pooh, African Whale, Vic has been a huge help. I mean, he's not an official in the mod chat. You know, Cody, and just everyone else we have in there. Again, it's another moment where I'm humbled to see how much work these folks are doing because they believe in what we're doing, and the relationships that we built with them and the rest of the community. Unbelievable to me. I kind of want to cry sometimes when I think about it. But yeah, I thank you everyone so much, all of our mods, for everything that you're doing, everything that you do every day to communicate with our community, to work with us, and, you know, get our word out there. I mean, you guys are fantastic.
It is pretty cool when people show up and say, I want to volunteer. I want to be a mod for you on Telegram. They're not getting paid, and they're doing it because they care about the project, the community. It says something about you as leaders and core members of the team that they want to show up and do that. So well done for that. And I know you've got a Discord server being built by Vibes. I know that's going to be coming soon.
Yeah, so it's I want to thank Vibes as well. He's done a fantastic job on the server. We were doing a run through with him the other night. I mean, it's top notch. So thank you, Vibes. Really appreciate it a lot. I mean, I know that I'm going to miss people, and I hate that. I hate the thought that I'm going to miss thanking someone specifically who's been such a huge part of this. But really, kind of going back to what you said a few minutes ago, Todd, it kind of resonated with me because people are doing this because they believe in us, and people are helping us because they believe in us. They believe where we're going. But this is the best part about our project, and my favorite part about this project is that we're building relationships with people, and the power. There's nothing in this world that can supersede the power of building a relationship with somebody and connecting with humans on a certain level. And that's what we're using RodeoCoin to do. So that's kind of where I go back to say, through DeFi or through the BSC or through modern technology, using that to tie in building real world connections with people, it's fantastic.
And Winnie just commented, Winnie the Pooh, or Pew, I don't know how he says that, but one of your mods, and there was a leader of a project that the other day that said projects are on their knees right now because holders are just selling. They're pulling their money out of the market, and that's not happening with you guys, because Winnie just commented on that. You have very few people pulling out of your project. They're sticking around and they're staying with you guys, and I think that says a lot about you and the project and the belief that people have in you. So well done.
Thanks, Todd. I appreciate that. And that's the part that's so humbling. I mean, I can't tell you the emotions I go through knowing what's going on out there in the market, and then looking at our holders and users and seeing them stick around like diamond hands, you know, and it's fantastic. And trust me, that drives us to evolve and innovate and do more. So I think that mutual relationship between what we're doing and our holders, that's going to be why we're successful. And I'm really excited about it. And
it's clear you guys are humble. I mean, I spend a lot of time in this space. I interview projects. You guys are very humble. You're not out here, flashy and saying all kinds of BS. You just get your head down. You're doing things. You're making things happen. You're being very quiet about it. And you're good guys. So I think that will take you a long way in this space.
Thanks, Todd. I appreciate that a lot.
And you get a lot of people that are saying in the chat, no one's leaving, we're not selling, like we're sticking around. I think we should go back to Adria, if you're ready. Maybe
there could be dire consequences if I forget to thank Chubbs' cat, though.
I was gonna bring that up.
Thank you, Chubbs' cat.
Thanks, Chubbs. Right. Thanks to Chubbs' cat. Yes, that's
all
correct.
Is safe in the world.
Chubbs, your cat is fantastic.
All right, guys. Adria, could we hear maybe a couple of more songs from you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
This is a newer song that I'm working on, and it's kind of got like a Johnny Cash Hurt vibe going on. So. He came with me slow and I died in those eyes. If I wasn't before, now I know I'm alive. We broke a few laws and got on his bike. When we're going that fast, think I feel God. I wanted love and I got it so bad. It opened my soul and it broke me in half, and I'm looking down at myself. Oh, what a mess. I've never been so empty. I've never been so blessed. And I don't want to hurt him. But what does that help? No, this is something deeper I am doing to myself. And I don't want to hurt him, but I will. I will. I never did learn just how to be loved. I want and I want and I can't get enough. And I don't know the reason, but I know I'm no good for him. I don't have feelings, I did away with them. and I don't wanna hurt him. But what does that help? No, this is something deeper I'm doing to myself, and I don't wanna hurt him, but I will. I will. I will. I will.
So, Adria, I just have to say, I've been talking about you since I heard the rehearsal, and you're like a million. And I was like, wait till you hear her. She's amazing. And you're like a million times even better than your rehearsal. I hear, I'm like, holy shit.
I was having a tough day that day.
Oh my God. No, I mean, it was great. This is just like a whole other, I'm blown away. I just had to share that with you.
Thank you so much. You know, when I was coming into this today, I was thinking, there's so much happening in the world right now, and there's so much on my heart, and this is what I care about. This is why I'm here on the earth, and I really wanted to give everybody as much of me as I can today and just be as present as I can be. So I'm happy to be here.
Thank you for that. And so I'm going to ask if I'm going to ask Jordan if you can do something. If you look on the right side of your screen, because I don't have control over the thing, and it drives me crazy that I don't have control. If you look on the right-hand side of all the comments, if you hover the mouse over it, it'll say show, and that comment will show on the screen. There's some great comments being said about Adria that I'd love to appear on the screen. If you can, like, you want to just try that real quick before we have you do another song?
Sure. I mean,
There you go. Right there.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, that's it.
Oh.
Yeah. And then if you just hit show again, it'll take it off. But it's just fun because some of the comments are really, really good. So I just wanted to.
Thank you.
I wanted her to see it. I wanted people to see it because they don't see the comments that are watching if they're not looking at the comments. So.
Oh, shucks.
Thanks, Jordan.
Yeah, I'm still learning this software here, but yeah, this is so far so good. I'm pleased to say also that Adria figured out her own technical problems. I offered to help. So during the rehearsal, we had her, and she was literally playing from her phone, and it sounded great, but you know, there's always improvements. And now she got an interface and her mic working, and I didn't have anything to do with it. She just got it all.
That's a big part of this job is like, if you want to do something, there's no one in my family that plays music, so I've had to figure that part out, but also just like how to be your own PR person, how to use Instagram, how to set up an entire audio interface and a recording studio. Like, I've learned so much. It's crazy, and Google's really helped me with that.
Adria, do you know how many followers you have on Instagram? Rough idea?
I think like a couple thousand, like 2,000 or something.
So can you share your Instagram? Because I want to see if we can bump that up for you now.
Oh,
So
sure.
can you share that, what it is?
Absolutely. It's Adria Sings. Adrea Sings.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll give you a little bump. You can look at that later.
Yeah, I post a lot of, I'm always writing and I'm just posting my ideas on there. It's a lot of, everything's rough. There's no like really produced or polished anything. It's just me writing and sharing my ideas.
And singing to your cat.
And singing to my cat.
which is really, really sweet.
She's the only one here, so who else am I going to sing to?
Now I made an agreement with the guys and with Adria that I'll only do this if you do a Bob Dylan song for me. So do you have anything? Do you have anything in your repertoire?
I do. This is one of my favorite songs, actually. I have to pull it up. I remember hearing this song for the first time when I was like 14, maybe. And I love it. All right, here we go. I'm going to put this Okay. I have to find the key too. Give me a sec. Sorry. I think that's probably fine. Well, it ain't no use. Sit and wonder why, babe. If you don't know by now. And it ain't no use. Sit and wonder why, babe. Oops, it'll never do some. What chord is that? I'm sorry, it's a D7. This is such a tiny font. It'll never do somehow. When your rooster crows at the break of dawn, just look out your window and I'll be gone. You're the reason I'm traveling on. But don't think twice, it's alright. It ain't no use turning on your light, babe. The light I never knew. And it ain't no use turning on your light, babe. I'm on the dark side of the road. Still I wish there was something you would do or say to try and make me change my mind and stay. Long dramatic pause. But we never did too much talking anyway. Don't think twice, it's alright. It ain't no use calling out my name, gal, like you've never done before. And it ain't no use calling out my name, gal. I can't hear you anymore. I'm a thinking and wondering and walking down the road. I once loved a woman, a child, I'm told. I gave her my heart, but she wanted my soul. Don't think twice, it's alright. So long, honey babe, where I'm bound, I can't tell. But goodbye's too good a word, babe. So I just say fare thee well. I ain't saying you treated me unkind. You could have done better, but I don't mind. You just kinda wasted all my precious time. But don't think twice, it's alright. Don't think twice, it's alright. Don't think twice, it's alright. Thank you.
Hey, Jordan, can you put up on the screen, because I'm not able to type for some reason in the comments, but can you put at Adria Sings, which is her Instagram? That way people get that.
Thanks.
And could I ask, Phil, I'm going to ask you probably the stupidest question I've ever asked anybody on any show I've ever done.
Perfect.
And
I love it.
It is this, and really all you have to say is, well, duh, that's really the answer. But what was it about Adria that she was the first one? She's the first musical artist. How did you meet her? How did that come about? And what was it? I mean, duh is the answer to that, but tell us the background on that.
Well, so it's kind of interesting, right? So long story short, essentially I ended up at one of her shows and she was performing at a, hotel or something, right, to that effect. And so I ended up there in that moment, and I was with a friend of mine, and we were out in Monterey, I think, near Pebble Beach or something to that effect. And so I ended up at one of her shows, and I think she was playing out on the patio, and we were sitting there having a drink by a fire pit, and Adria was playing, and I couldn't help but just be drawn to how incredibly talented she was. She had her voice. I mean, like, we walked in the lobby, and I remember hearing someone singing from the lobby, and I thought, wow, that's like the most incredible sounding voice I've ever heard in my life. Where is this person? And then anyway, we ended up out there on the patio and watching her perform. And then I won't go into more details about other stuff, and but yeah, I mean, that's essentially how it was, right? And then so we talked, and that's how we met, more or less, pretty much in a nutshell. And yeah, I mean, I was just drawn to her voice. She's got such an incredible voice, amazingly talented.
Adria, if you ever have doubts, just play this back. Play back that little segment.
It's actually really interesting, like, or I don't know, it's so wonderful to hear that, and it's so crazy because I did not sing for people for so long because I felt like I just couldn't. And to be honest, when I started doing music, like, publicly, I don't think I was very good at it, and my family, they wanted to be supportive, but they were like, so I guess I'm just saying that because it's like, if you just do something anyways, if you do the thing that you really want to do anyways, you eventually will get better at it. And now I have, like, people say things like that, and it's like, wow, I would have never imagined hearing that about me. I think that about other people, but it just means so much. So thank you.
Thank you, Adria. Phil, is there anything that you want to talk about, just to give Adria a little break for a couple of minutes?
I don't really think that I have any other updates. We are going to be posting updates about our phase 2. Red may have something on his mind that he wants to speak about that. But as far as for me, I think this moment's about Adria and just how incredibly talented she is, and introducing her to the DeFi side of the world, right? I mean, she is already incredible and has her following and doing fantastic things. And then just growing, I like the fact that we got her up in there. We got her at Adria Sings up in the thing for our Let's Grow Her base. I mean, she's fantastic. She's going places. She's an incredibly talented artist. And I think this is really kind of her moment, and I don't really have a lot to say about the project in this moment. But I'm just really grateful to have her here, and it's incredible.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and just elaborate a little bit more on the music front that we're starting right now. This is the beginning. This is the very initial stage of something that is going to be built out. Our platform is going to grow from this point forward, and we are going to integrate with fans and musicians moving forward. We already have in talks with more musicians, multiple musicians. We're making deals to collaborate with bigger bands to do NFTs and things like that. Can't give too many details, obviously, because this is stuff that's in the works. But it's incredibly exciting to be here now and see, just like having Adria as our first musician. Her talent level is like off the charts, right? She's really good.
It's going to be hard to top.
I mean, I feel like sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. We're lucky, right? We seem to keep falling into these like incredible situations where, yeah, the market's dead. Well, we seem to be able to trudge through that. And it's the word of the day is humbling, right? For us. So thank you guys. And yeah, I'll let Adria get back to the show.
Guys, before you start, I just want to say too that I'm grateful that I get to be a part of this in a small way. So thank you for asking me to do it. And Adria, I know you have a boyfriend. I think he's overseas now, but I have a very attractive Scottish friend named Honey Badger who has just professed his love for you. he's actually playing this on his TV in his house. Like that, he goes, "That's how good it is with the speakers and the good entertainment system." So if anything doesn't work out with the other guy, I've got he's a really hot looking guy. And he's actually, there he is. He's commenting now. But go ahead. I just wanted to share that. He's a good friend of mine.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm very flattered.
I know. I wanted to chime in for a second. That was funny, Todd. I want to chime in for a sec. I know that Adria, would you be interested in? Would you like to do more originals, or would you be interested in taking a couple of requests? Because in private message, I'm getting some requests from some of our users for a Johnny Cash song.
Absolutely, yeah, I'd be happy to.
So I don't know.
I'll play my favorite. So, by the way, Johnny Cash helped me get over my stage fright a lot. I went to the museum in Nashville and I watched all his videos, and it's just him on stage, and I was like, what is this man doing that makes him so powerful? So I think about him, and I used to wear all black when I played just because of that. Anyways, this song's called Guess Things Happen That Way, and it's my favorite. It's one of his old ones. Well, you ask me if I'll forget my baby. I guess I will someday. I don't like it, but I guess things happen that way. You ask me if I'll get along. I guess I will some way. I don't like it, but things happen that way. God gave me that girl to lean on, then he put me on my own. Heaven help me be a man and have the strength to stand alone. I don't like it, but I guess things happen that way. I don't like it, but I guess things happen that way. You ask me if I'll miss her kisses. I will every day. Someone's calling me, no. I won't like it, but I guess things happen that way. You ask me if I'll find another. I don't know, I can't say. I don't like it, things happen that way. God gave me that girl to lean on, then he put me on my own. Heaven help me be a man and have the strength to stand alone. I don't like it, I guess things happen that way. I don't like it, but I guess things happen that way. I don't like it, but things happen that way. I don't like it, things happen that way. Yeah.
There was a comment asking if you know the song "If" by Bread. Do you know the song?
No, I don't.
It's if a picture paints 1,000 words, then why can't I paint you? The words would never show the you I've come to know. I'm not a singer, but that's essentially the song.
Are we putting Todd Hart on next?
No. I'm just I have no rhythm. My daughter dated a drummer once. He's like, it's in the pocket. I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't hear it. I don't feel it. I don't know what you're saying. I just like to listen to music.
I'm not sure about that one, but I know so many songs. So if you guys have more, I'm right. I have my little app open.
Do you want to do anything from Amy Winehouse if you have anything prepared? I know you like.
Yeah, I love her. I'll do. Ooh, that's tough. Which one, Phil? Which one should I do? Do you have an idea?
Amy. Ooh.
Because I know Valerie. I know Back to Black. I know.
Oh, that would be good. Back to Black. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
He left no time to regret, kept his dick wet with his same old safe bet. And me and my head high and my tears dry, get on without my guy. You went back to what you knew, so far removed from all that we went through. And I tread a troubled track, my odds are stacked, I'll go back to black. We only said goodbye with words, I died 100 times. You go back to her and I'll go back to us. I love you so much, it's not enough. You love blow and I love puff. And life is like a pipe, and I'm a tiny pebble rolling up the walls inside. We only said goodbye with words, I died 100 times. You go back to her and I'll go back to. We only said goodbye with words, I died 100 times. You go back to her and I'll go back to. I'll go back to black. I'll go back to black. Mm-mm. 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 We only said goodbye with words, I died 100 times. You go back to her and I'll go back to. We only said goodbye with words, I died 100 times. You go back to her and I'll go back to. I'll go back to black. I'll go back to black. Mm-mm. Ooh, oh, 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 black. I'll go back to black. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I covered up my mouth and I was yelling in the background. If I was in a bar, I would have been like, yes, yes.
I love her. Thank you for requesting that.
That was fantastic. I
Thank
love
you
that.
so much. I can see some of these comments. Thank you guys. Seriously. I feel so good now.
And guys, remember to, if you're watching this on YouTube, give the thumb up so that the algorithm does its magic and more people see it and they think something really exciting is going on, which there is, and more people will get to witness this amazing moment.
So, okay. Witchy Queen Bee said Rosemary by Sierra Farrell. My boyfriend is on tour with Sierra Farrell right now in Europe. He plays in her band.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm a huge fan of hers too. And I was before I met him, but I just thought that was kind of cool. She's amazing.
Do you know Rainbow by Casey Musgraves? Someone's asking.
I love her too. I don't know Rainbow, but I know Slow Burn. Do you guys like Slow Burn? I'll play it. I'm going to play it. I like it.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Good.
It's a good one.
And it has Tennessee in it. Born in a hurry, always late. Haven't been early since 88.
Texas is hot, I can be cold. Grandma cried when I pierced my nose. Good in a glass, good on green, good when you're putting your hands all over me. I'm alright with the slow burn, taking my time with the world turn. I'm gonna do it my way, it'll be alright. If we burn it down and it takes all night, it's a slow burn. In Tennessee, the sun's going down, but in Beijing, they're heading out to work. You know, the bar down the street don't close for an hour. We could take a walk and look at all the flowers. Alright with the slow burn, taking my time, let the world turn. I'm gonna do it my way, it'll be alright. If we burn it down and it takes all night, it's a slow burn. It's a slow burn. Old soul, waiting my turn. Know a few things, but I've got a lot to learn. That's why I'm alright with a slow burn, taking my time, let the world turn. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm gonna do it my way, it'll be alright. If we burn it down and it takes all night, it's a slow burn. It's a slow burn. It's a slow burn. Yeah.
You mentioned a word before. You said you were driving to Tennessee and you manifested what you wanted to manifest, which is a musical career. And I'm a big believer in that. I'm a big believer in setting what you want, and then the universe, God, whatever your belief system is, brings people together. And it's just proof, because then you did that, but then Phil was walking into the place at the right moment when you're performing to hear you, to meet you, to have this all come together. So I love when the universe like works together and people are all part of it. It's like this beautiful poetry in motion. So it's just a beautiful thing that all of that transpired, and that started with you making that decision, and all of this other stuff now we're all involved in it. So it's really pretty. It's beautiful.
Thank you so much. That's so true, and it's like so many decisions. Like, even I think back to when I was young and I was afraid to sing in front of anyone, and I had to decide to be vulnerable, and then later I had to decide to put music online, and so much of this life is about trust and just knowing. Like, when I'm in Nashville, sometimes I meet artists that feel, I guess, fearful about the competition because it's so saturated here. But I really believe that everything that's for me is mine, and all I have to do is like show up. And I can see that like in what you guys are doing. It's like from a really genuine place, and that's why I'm really happy to be here and be a part of it and meet all of, you know, everybody in the chat. It's because like we're sharing that energy of like everything is possible, and it starts in you, just like trusting and believing.
Yeah. You know, something just came to mind as you were as Todd talked about the story of the moment when I walked in and met you and heard you playing on the hotel patio, and you were playing a song, and I probably am gonna request it if you're up for it, and you can always say no, and that's fine too. But you were playing a song. You were playing "Lonely Boy" by the Black Keys.
Oh yeah, I love
And
that.
I remember that moment because when you were singing that song. I think that was the song you were singing when I first walked in, and that's where your voice stood out, and it was incredible. So I will throw in a request, and you could always say no,
Yeah.
but that would
I
be
love
mine.
I feel that song when I play it. It's like Lonely Boy, but I'm like on every side of that song. Hey, he lives here in Nashville. I haven't met him yet, but I will. That's how this place is. All right, here we go. Well, I'm so above you, and it's fun to see, but I came to love you anyway. But you tore my heart out, and I don't mind bleeding. Any old time you keep me waiting, waiting, waiting. Oh, 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 I've got a love that keeps me waiting. Oh, oh, I've got a love that keeps me waiting. I'm a lonely boy. I'm a lonely boy. Oh, 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 I've got a love that keeps me waiting. Well, your mama kept you, but your daddy left you, and I should have done you just the same, just the same. But I came to love you. Am I born to bleed? Oh, any old time you keep me waiting, waiting, waiting. Oh, 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 I've got a love that keeps me waiting. Oh, oh, I've got a love that keeps me waiting. I'm a lonely boy. I'm a lonely boy. Oh, 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 I've got a love that keeps me waiting. I've got a love that keeps me waiting. Oh, I've got a love that keeps me waiting. Yeah, yeah. I've got a love that keeps me waiting. I've got a love that keeps me waiting.
Woohoo!
I love that song.
If anyone would like to ask a question of Adria, type it in, and I can ask the question, or I think you can see the questions, right? You can see what people are saying.
Oh, I can see. Yeah, I haven't read all of them.
No, but no one's
Thank
asked a
you.
question yet. But if anyone has a question they want to ask, they can type it in.
Thank you, guys.
I feel like going back to what Todd said earlier, when you're finished with a song, it's I'm having this weird emotion because usually if you're watching someone live or if I'm seeing you live, I'm like, woo, and like screaming and jumping up and down. And I feel like if I do that, I'm in a pretty small room right now. And, I might break chairs and fans and things, right? But
I did yell before. I kind of went, I was like, woo! She was singing the Amy Winehouse song.
after every song, I kind of feel like doing it, and I remind myself I'm in a small room with four walls.
Do you
I
know
know-
Blackbird?
Okay, kind of. It's a beautiful song. It's one of the first songs I learned on guitar when I was like a teen. But I suck at playing it. I honestly do. And it's really high. I'll do a little tiny bit just for the fans. Here we go. I have to just remember. Okay, I don't know if I really know. Okay, we'll try it. We're just gonna go. Okay, maybe not, sorry. It's a long stretch. Oh yeah, this isn't gonna happen.
You want to just do it a cappella?
Keep them coming.
A little a cappella, Blackbird?
Sure, okay. That's not scary at all.
I'll throw you a little curveball.
I'm gonna make it lower.
Oh, of
Okay,
course.
let's see. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. I've never sung a song a cappella. Y'all are the first, except in my shower. All right, here we go. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arrive. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of a dark black night. There you go.
That made me cry.
That was incredible.
That made me cry.
You know what? That was an incredible moment.
Damn.
Thank you.
I mean, talk
Can I-
about, overcoming your fears, and as you kind of talked about earlier as a musician, and then you come on here now on the spot and do that. I mean, you're truly incredible. That was just amazing.
Thank you. I am so used to being uncomfortable now. Like, I do scary things all the time. Playing in Nashville is rough because people, they hear music all day long. They don't know who you are. They don't care. California, people will clap and everything, but, there's a lot of, you really have to just believe in who you are. And so I'm always like on that journey of like, I'm worthy of being heard, that whole thing. But I actually want to share a song that I wrote. Can I share one I wrote with you guys?
I was just
Absolutely.
going to ask for that.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so I want to share this because I am in Tennessee and we are like a super conservative state, and all of the Roe versus Wade stuff that's going on, it's just weighing heavy on us everywhere. But here it's very scary because I'm not in California anymore, and as a woman, it's just, I have no words. But I wrote this song recently about my experience as a woman, and I just wanted to share it. It's kind of got a little bit of everything. There's a little storytelling, there's a little anger, but this is like why I write. It's to help other people feel their feelings, and I really care about women, and I want them to flourish on the earth. So here's my song. I was 17, higher than I even meant to be. Couldn't tell her no, but I picked up the phone, so that's on me. I said, I got you, I don't want you to hurt anymore. Your mess is my mess is your mess is my mess, I guess. I can't tell what's mine and what's yours. Everybody knows good girls grow up slowly, slow. They don't walk alone. They know we own them now. They know they're only here to please, only here to please, please. I was 5 years old, didn't tell a soul till I was 30. But I liked it better when I didn't know I was so dirty. 'Cause everybody knows
Good girls grow up slowly, slow. They know their place, they'll be okay. We'll make sure they know they're only here to please, please. Only here to please, please. Everybody knows good girls grow up slowly, slow. They don't walk alone, they know we own them now. They know they're only here to please, please, please. Only here to please, please. Yeah, so it's not finished, but that's what I have so far. Yes.
The father of a daughter, the husband of a wife in me, the human in me,
Yeah.
encourages you, and the sales and marketing guy in me, all of those combined encourage. I want to say this to you. Please turn that into a TikTok video and do all of the hashtags for everything that you just said, because that needs to get out there. And I think people need to hear that and tag Supreme Court, tag Roe v. Wade, all of that stuff, please. Because that was just, I almost lost it. I almost couldn't talk there. I was going to lose it there for a second, but that's absolutely beautiful. That needs to get out there, and please put that out there for people to hear, because that was just exceptional.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
You know, Adrian. Sorry,
Okay.
go ahead.
No. Oh, I was going to say that's why I decided to share my music, even though I really am a very private person and a shy person, actually. But I feel like it's so important, and that's why I want to share.
You know, Adria, when you were started singing that in the chat, the very first thing that happened is I got chills, and then I wrote between some of us privately. I said, I literally am getting tears in my eyes, and it's, you know, it's a fantastic song, but you can really feel the emotion from you when you sing it and what it means to you, and it's just incredible to feel that power and that energy from you. Even we're not even in person, right? I mean, we're live streaming and feeling that. What a powerful moment.
Thanks. I think I saw a question, but it faded away. Someone asked what my most embarrassing, my worst performance.
Oh, and what you learned from it.
God, I've had so many bad performances. I really have. It sounds funny. I really have had so many. Well, this wasn't a singing performance, but I had this job for years where I was like a princess at little kids' parties, aka a clown, because I would sometimes have to be a clown, and I would do like a puppet show. And there were many times where I was just like performing in front of a room of adults, just like sitting there staring at me while their kids were like playing or something. So I learned to just sort of be like, fuck it, kind of a vibe. Not to take myself super seriously. I don't know if I have a specific, like, I have some horror stories, but crying on stage has been really hard. I've done that a couple times, like just been so overwhelmed. And, you know, I don't know what I learned. I learned that I love what I do so much that I just didn't care and I wanted to do it anyways. And then I just kind of started to get over it eventually.
Somebody's asking the name of your Hurt style song you played earlier.
I'm calling it I Will, but that's a really like generic name, so I need to think of a better title. But it's so new, I don't really have a title, but I will.
Will you be traveling around the country performing at all?
Around the United States?
Yeah.
Yes, actually, I go to California almost every month and play in California. Yeah, and I'll be playing in like upstate New York in August for a festival called Saunders Fest. That's like in the Adirondacks. And I'm not sure. Hopefully more places soon.
Come to either Providence, Rhode Island, or Boston, or somewhere up in my neck of the woods. I'd love to see you live.
Yeah. Yeah, if anybody has a spot, like I could make a tour out of it, so let me know.
That would be awesome.
Quite literally our next phase of what we plan. So,
Awesome.
Guys,
Stay tuned.
do you want to comment on that and talk about that at all?
That we're keeping close to the chest. We're keeping it close to the chest because we don't want to unveil.
We're not going
we don't want
there.
to make promises that we say something and then it turns out we go a different route. So it's easier for us to just keep it close to our vest and not divulge too much.
Well, there's a little bit of that. Too. That's definitely a huge part of it. But then we also live in a world where technology moves so rapidly, right? And what we want to do is we want to build relationships, and we want to build bonds and relationships and trust, and that's first and foremost to us, and then everything else comes second, right? So, and with these relationships that we're building with our users and our members, we're going to have such a stable, we already have such a stable floor to go by. We're not here to just show up tonight and be gone tomorrow, right? We're here to put in the work. We're here long term. We're going to stick around. So, this is the way we feel like we want to move forward.
Phil, you offered to fly me out to California once to go out to dinner, but you can fly me out if Adria is going to be there performing, and I can. That's the time I'll take you up on that offer.
I'll tell you what, I've got you in private chat, and we'll talk about that.
Exactly.
We'll make that happen.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Adria, is there anything that you want to perform for us?
Oh my goodness. Let me think for a moment.
Yeah.
You guys talk. I'll think about it.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay, I'll play you. Do you guys want to hear some ideas that I'm working on?
Yes.
These are like not finished songs. These are just ideas. So this is, when I got here, I was like, I believe in myself. I did it. I made it. It's fine that I'm on an air mattress and I have like no food or whatever. But then like reality set in, and I get paid probably like a quarter of what they pay in California. It's kind of interesting. Wow. So it's rough. It's tough out here. And like you go, you plug in, you play for 3 hours solid, no break. It's crazy. And my confidence just really plummeted. And I wrote this song. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm talking a lot. I wrote this song. I don't feel this way anymore, but this is like a real feeling that I had. Okay, so here we go. This is sort of me talking to myself, I guess. My like inner critic. Would you call me a liar? But this time to me, I need your honesty. I can take it. And tell me it's alright, that I'm not special. I don't like the weight of all these expectations. I wonder how I ever thought I would make it. I wonder how I ever thought
never thought I would make it. I used to just believe in everything I did. I miss that innocence, that ease. But now my pen's run dry, and I'm trying not to try. So this one's just for me. I wonder how I ever thought I would make it. I wonder how I ever thought I would make it. Do I sound like I know who I am? I promise I won't go and try to hurt myself again. But I'm not sure I have what it takes. Take another little piece of my heart and serve it on a plate. That's kind of what I have for this so far. Da, 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 da. So I've bounced back from that feeling, but there's that. And then I don't want to bum you guys out, honestly. Is it okay?
Good luck. I don't think you can bum us out.
You know what? I was just sitting here thinking that most live streams in the DeFi space or in the crypto space where, you know, when you get to an hour or anything past 30 minutes, you kind of just want to get off and you kind of want to just be done with it. But I don't really think that anyone's feeling that here in this moment, right? So this is pretty fantastic. This is something that's kind of revolutionary and unique. So yeah, no.
This is actually the first time I looked at the time, and we are getting towards the goal here. Was 90 minutes. So
can you put the funny Donald comment on the screen?
What did funny Donald say?
That sums it up right there. She's too awesome.
We're not worthy.
We are not worthy. We're not worthy.
Oh my gosh. Okay, hey Donald, DM me those 12.
Thank you.
Oh, that is hilarious. That is the best comment ever. Can we screenshot that?
So, Adria, as you're performing, in my head, I'm thinking, is she ready for what's about to happen? I feel like you are. There's that book, The Tipping Point. I feel like you're just about to tip over into that world, and it's cool to be here. And part of me is like, this is going to be used on some documentary someday, and Phil and Jordan are going to be like, you know, hey, that was us. We were on screen with her. We were there.
We'll be trying to get backstage passes.
Exactly. Yeah, like, remember us?
Remember this is you remember us? Don't forget the little guys.
Oh man, thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like one day at a time over here. You know, wake up, go to work, but don't let it deplete my energy. Go home, play, write, make time for my. I have to like check in with myself because I'm like a person who I don't always like know how I feel until I sit down and play. So if I don't play every day, then I'm just like, I don't know what's going on.
So I might have a unique request to, yeah, I know we are getting to that 90-minute mark.
For our encore?
But, well, okay, so you can say yes or no, or if you, okay, first let me ask this. Sorry, Todd, I'm going to take over for a second here. Do you have a song? Do you have a song that you want to finish with? And if not, I have a request based on a story.
I have a song in mind, but I'm so curious. What's your request?
Okay, maybe we're getting 2 songs. Maybe we're getting 2 more songs. So I ran a competition for our users through RodeoCoin to guess my, and I'm not going to say that this is my all-time favorite song, but it's a song that came to mind in the moment. We've talked about this before, or I think I've requested it before at one point in my life with you. And so I ran a competition for RodeoCoin users in our Telegram channel. And I said, if you can guess my favorite song, I think I gave away $350 to the person who guessed my favorite song. And it was Tennessee Whiskey. And,
Oh,
but, maybe not my all-time favorite, but it was a song that came to mind at the moment that I ran the competition, and definitely a song that I love.
yeah.
So I might have a request for that. And if you don't want to, that's fine. And then if you have something that you want to finish with, by all means do that.
It's so funny that you said that song because that is my ending song for all of my sets.
No kidding.
Yeah, I always play that song and at the very end. I know, and I don't ever make a set list. I'm just like random the whole time, and then I just end with Tennessee Whiskey because it's just that song.
So I should probably pour a glass, right? This whiskey has turned into water with the ice cubes. But wow, so that's interesting. So it's going to be what you were already going to finish with anyway, and then it's the request that our community knows that I love. So I think that that's kind of fitting.
Perfect. It's fate. Let me just so. My thumb's getting a little sore. All right. This has been so fun. Thank you guys for having me. Like, I've had a genuinely really good time. Oh, yeah. Used to spend my nights in a bar room. Liquor was the only love I'd ever known. But she rescued me from reaching for the bottom, brought me back from being too far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. And I stay stoned on your love all the time. Now I look for love in all the same old places. Found the bottom of the bottle always dry. But when you poured out your love, I didn't waste it, no. 'Cause there's nothing like your love to get me high. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. And I stay stoned on your love all the time. Yeah, I stay stoned on your love all the time. I stay stoned on your love all the time. Oh.
Yep, that's it. Damn.
Thank you so much.
That was awesome. Great request. Thank you so much. And tell people again where they can find you on Instagram.
So on Instagram, it's Adria Sings, ADREA Sings. And TikTok, same thing. YouTube, it's my full name, Adria Castellano. And if you just follow my Instagram, I have a link tree that has like all of my links for everything. I don't have like my acoustic music released on Spotify yet, but I have other collaborations I've done with people that are like all over the place. So there's a lot of places you can find me.
Is that coming? Where you're going to have your music up on Spotify?
It is coming, yeah. I am recording demos right now. And then I will be going to LA and recording the final versions with friends I have out there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
Me too.
Awesome. Phil, is there anything you guys want to talk about? Your socials? You want to send people somewhere?
No, I'll let Jordan kind of wrap up with sending, or Red Tech, wrap up with sending people to our socials. But first, I just want to say, Adria, thank you so much for doing this. I mean, you're truly amazing. This has been incredible. This is an incredible moment for us. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for partnering with us. And I'm excited about what we're doing in the DeFi space. It's something different, and I'm really looking forward to the future of where we're going, where RodeoCoin's going. And I can't wait till, this is going to spread like wildfire, but we're going to continue doing things like this, and we have more coming. So I just can't wait to get to that point. I always want to say more, but I can't wait to get to that point. But Adrian, this has been truly incredible, and thank you so much. And Todd, thank you for hosting this. You keep us all in line all the time. You're fantastic at it. We appreciate you a lot. And I'll let Red Tech, if he wants to kind of fill in something, and then I'll just turn it over to you, Todd, to kind of finish it off. But Adria, thank you very much. Greatly
Thank you
appreciate
for having me.
Oh, truly amazing.
Yeah, wonderful job, Adria. I'm, again, the word of the day, humbled that we have been lucky enough to have you join us and partner with you. And thanks again to Todd. You did an excellent job. I don't think it would have gone as smoothly without your help. And for some final thoughts, yes, our platform, our portal for our members that are going to allow our fans and musicians to interact is well underway. We're going to be asking some members of our RodeoCoin family to participate in the beta in the coming weeks, and there'll be more information on that obviously in our Telegram, and we do have a Discord that we will be promoting soon. I believe Vibes did an excellent job so far putting that together for us. We're still getting familiar with it, so we don't really want to have a bunch of people come in where we're still like fiddling with the buttons, but we're getting there, and so that will be on the horizon shortly. More with musicians. Obviously, Adria isn't going anywhere. Well, she is going somewhere. She's yeah, exactly. She's going up. But yeah, thanks you guys for coming out. This has been amazing. There was some technical difficulties earlier and I was stressed. So for things to go this smoothly and for this to be really just beyond my expectations is wonderful. So yeah, I'll leave it with you, Todd. And thanks again, Adria. It was amazing.
Guys, thank you for asking me to do this. I don't know how you're going to top this. I really don't. So it's going to be interesting to see. Do we know when this is going to happen again? Do we have a date? I didn't plan on asking you that, but
no, we don't have a date. Yeah, we don't have a date.
We don't have a date, but it's planned.
Okay. All right, cool. I'm looking forward to that. Adria, I'm honored, I'm humbled, I'm grateful that I got to be a part of this and hear you. And you're just this beautiful spirit, and keep following what you started when you were driving across the country and your manifestation, because it's beautiful. And it's just, you see all the comments from people, but you have a gift, and I'm so happy that you're getting to share that with the world. So thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm full. I'm so full right now. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you everyone for tuning in. And until we do this again, everyone be well.